I came to Christ at the very end of 2014, and before that I was very distant and kind of hateful towards everyone. I just didn't understand the idea of loving your neighbor because I felt that I was in such a negative place and that wasn't necessary. I was an atheist up until I converted to Christianity, and I never really grew up in church. My mom always tried to get us to go and everything, but it never quite clicked. And it took persistence on her part, and then finally I had some friends that came into my life and they led me to Christ. Coincidentally, Mom said the next month that she wanted to find a new church as part of her New Year's resolution, and Burning Bush was our first stop. Getting plugged into Burning Bush was probably one of the most vital parts of my transformation. It helped me further grasp the idea of family and God's love, because I saw these people that were just selfless and they were pouring themselves into me when I couldn't give anything in return at that point. And just even in situations that didn't involve me, I would see it, and it helped me grow because I knew that the purpose was there. It wasn't about us, we were doing everything for Him. As a follower of Christ, consistency has been a big thing with me. When I first came to Christ, I wasn't consistent at all. I'd pray once a week, read the Bible whenever I wanted to, and I would notice a change. It wouldn't, that spark would die all of a sudden because I just wasn't committed. It's a habit. You need to have a habit of getting into your Word and talking to God every day, because if you don't, then you can't fully grow into who you're supposed to be. You need to have that knowledge so that you can continue to follow the path that God has set for you. To be a follower of Christ is to lose yourself in something bigger than you. You don't do it for personal gain. Some of the greatest people in biblical times, they literally died for something, and to most people it didn't seem like it was worth it. But to be a complete and total follower of Christ is to do everything in His name and not for your own personal gain. It's important to surrender to God because, He gave everything for us. He gave His own Son. We are allowed to have the opportunity to know God. On a day-to-day basis, God provides patience, because now that I'm converted over, I understand the other side. And it makes it difficult because I have people that I have best friends that are atheists, and they find it very difficult to even have a conversation with me. But God's given me patience to just accept them and continue to share His love. Over the course of these last 2 years at some of the youth events, I came to the realization that there was a call into ministry. So over the last 2 years, that's kind of grown in me, and I now know that God has a higher purpose. Matthew 28:18-20. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you, and surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age."